All right, let's get back to our Chapter 9 review, Part 2, or Page 2. The first thing I see on this page is a hexagonal prism, and we are needing to do a couple of different things with this prism. I always make sure that I read the problem. The problem tells me up here that the base has an area of 24 inches. That is very important, especially when you have a prism that is like this, with this hexagonal shape. In order to find the volume, we simply take the area of the base, which is 24, and we multiply it times 9. I'm going to use the standard algorithm. 9 times 4 is 36. 9 times 2 is 18, plus the 3 is 21. So my volume is 216 inches cubed. And I get my unit from the information up above. To find the surface area of this is not as complicated as you might think. We need to make sure that we remember that the surface area is the area of all the flat faces or the flat sides of the hexagonal prism. I know that the base for the base is on the top, and the top is 24 square inches. That's the area of the top, and the area of the bottom is also 24 square inches. So if I add those up, I get 48 inches squared. And I've got those two areas. And now I have to find the area of one of these faces that connects the two bases. And to do that, I believe that we need to remember that the height is 9. And I think that I forgot to give you a measurement for each of the bottom edges of the rectangular faces of the hexagonal prism. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to let you know that that is 6. So we're going to go ahead to find the area of one of those faces. One of those faces is going to be 6 times 9, which is 54 inches, again squared. Because there are 6 of them, we are going to go ahead and we are going to multiply 54 times 6, and we get 24, carry the 2, 32. So that is the other part of this information that I need to find the surface area. To find the total surface area, I add these two numbers together. I like to do it horizontally, so I'm going to put the larger number on top, put the 48 on the bottom, add things up, and I get 12, carry the 1, I get 7. I have 372 as my surface area. And again, that's going to be in inches squared because I'm trying to get all of the flat faces of that prism. Next thing that we're going to go ahead and take a look at real quick is these nets. Which of these nets is going to fold up to make a complete prism? If it won't, tell why. This one here is a yes. It will make a triangular prism. These are the bases, and all of these are the flat faces. So it's going to make a triangular prism. This is a no. If you fold this up, if you were to cut this out and fold it up, we are going to have one overlap face, and then there's also one open side. This one here is also a no, and that is we have no top. This one here is a no, and that's because this part is too small and it will not cover, it doesn't match the size of this face, and that would be the opposite face for that prism. Now, when we're making a net, and I know that this one's going to be a little complicated for us because I can't really make it to exactly the right scale, but I'm going to make sure that I take into account that I have 6 faces. This one I'm going to call the front, and this is going to be 7 by 6, and then I'm going to have either the top or the bottom. I'm going to have, let's call this the top, this is going to be the back, and then I'm going to make the bottom about the same size as the top. So this is also going to be 6, and then this is going to be 6, and I am missing something right here. What I am missing is this part right here. This is a size 3, right? This is 3. But we have to make sure that we have a flap that comes off to give us the right and the left side. So we're going to call this right, and this is going to be left. And then this side is going to be 6. This is going to be 3 because these two are opposites of each other, and in a rectangle, opposite sides are the same. 6, 6, 6, 7, 7, 7, 7, and 7. I guess I got that on there twice. All right. Hopefully you can kind of double check and make sure that your work is matching up with what I've got here. I'm going to pause right now, and I'm going to go ahead and get started, get ready to do page 3 in just a moment.